Hello guys and welcome to the Reeve Navigator live stream. You're very welcome to be here today. Hello guys and welcome to the live stream. For those who have joined, you're very welcome to be here today. In this live stream, basically, we'll be doing a full introduction to over under from the scratch. Okay, so if you have never understood over under, today is the last day. Okay, because we will be looking at it from the basics to the most advanced strategies. Okay, so I can advise you to strap on. We'll be looking at a lot. If you have any query whatsoever pertaining over under, whatever question you have, please feel free to ask in this live stream. Okay. Yeah, so for those who are joining once again, we'll be looking at over under, all right, from the scratch. Okay, so if you've always been interested in understanding it or you have never understood it from the basic, we'll be looking at that. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask it. And guys, if you're watching and you have not subscribed, please ensure you subscribe and send that screenshot to the number in my description. And I'll give you 2 free bots to help you get started in your trading journey. Once again, you're welcome. Welcome once again. We'll be looking at over under. All right. I know this is something that most of you have really been interested in. Most people have come to me asking me, can you teach us how to trade over under? How do you trade over under? How do you do this? How do you do that? We'll be looking at all that in this live. Okay. So today is the day all your questions will be answered. Okay. Yeah. And if you know any derivative trader, please ensure you notify them of this live. It will be very informative, all right? It will cover a lot, okay? So you might, you don't want them to miss out, okay? So if you know any derivative trader, please ensure you share this live to them before we begin, okay? I'll be beginning very shortly in under 2 minutes. So please ensure you have logged in into deriv.com on your phone, on your laptop before we get started. Yeah, it will be very comprehensive and it will be very fun, okay? Yeah, so please ensure you have already logged in to Deriv, right? Yeah, if you have any question whatsoever as we start, or if you have always wanted to ask something pertaining, especially pertaining over under, please feel free to ask it now, okay? Yeah, today, take the flow. Yeah, it will be a very interactive session. I'll not just be speaking throughout the entire session. I won't do that. Okay. I want us to interact with each other. I want us to communicate. I want us to, yeah, share stories. It is basically a session for us traders. Okay. Yeah, I don't want our live streams to only be focusing on trading. Yes, we'll be focusing on trading, but also the areas around trading, emotions in trading. Maybe you have something that is you're experiencing in your life that is really dragging you down. Again, you can come here and share. Okay. So we'll be here to grow each other. The motto of this channel is let us grow together, not only in trading, but in life. So so if you have anything that you want to tell me, whatever it is, feel free to say it. Okay, whatever it is. This is an open space. It will be fun. It will be interactive. Yeah, you don't want to miss out. Kipto Brian, join pay about. I apologize about that. Okay, so what happens is that I usually receive a lot of text. Okay, a couple of hundred of messages. So yes, I usually try as much as possible to reply to all of them, but one or two messages usually end up being forgotten. So if you notice that you have not received your bot and you texted me, please ensure you text me like either one more time or two more times. And I'm kidding you not to receive your bot, but I apologize if you have not yet received it. Please ensure you text me again. All right. Yeah. So that you get it. Anytime you text me and you see that I'm not replying or you have not received your bot, please ensure you text me again. Okay. It is because like I receive a very big sum of messages and it is very difficult to reply to all of them at once. So I can urge you to, if you notice your message is not being replied to, please ensure you text it again. Okay. And again until I see it. Okay. And I'll give you your free bots. Every subscriber in this channel will get 2 free bots. Every subscriber. As long as you send the screenshot of you after you have subscribed to my WhatsApp number, you're guaranteed to get 2 free bots. And if you create an account using the link in my description, you get 5 free bots and a membership to WhatsApp group to help you get started in this journey. Okay? Yeah, Mumin Jele, if you need a bot, as I've said, every subscriber, as long as you're a subscriber, take a screenshot, send it to my WhatsApp numbers in the description, you get your free bots. Okay, you get your 2 amazing free bots. Okay, and if you need more, once again, I'm also here. I will guide you on that. But yeah, no trader in the Riv Navigate Academy should lack a bot. Okay? Yeah, we are about to start. So, yeah. And as I start, guys, you'll hear people telling you to give, you'll be tempted at some time to give someone your account to manage. Please, guys, no matter how lucrative it seems, no matter how easy, no matter how efficient it seems, never ever give anyone your account to manage. It will destroy you in ways you'll not even comprehend. All right? If you notice if someone asks you for your email, for your token, do not give them. If someone must trade with you, trade together via Google Meet. Okay, but never give anyone any credentials of your account to trade for you. You'll end up being messed badly, and I mean badly in so many ways. Okay, yeah, so please never give anyone any credentials to your account. Your account is yours. It is your account. Don't give anyone. Even if you have a spouse, you and your spouse open 2 different accounts. Okay? Never share your account with anyone. Okay? Yeah, guys, please ensure you share that this live has begun so that we start. I want us to start with at least a couple of members before we push in, because I want us to go deep, talk about a lot of over under stuff, the strategies. We'll be looking at over 0, over 1, over 2, over 3, we'll be looking at a lot. Okay, all I can say is that I don't want to miss out. For Kipto Brian and Mumen Jele, as long as you have subscribed, you're entitled to receive a bot. So ensure you WhatsApp me immediately and I'll give you a free bot. Okay? Yeah, guys. So guys, be prepared. We are starting the next 1 minute. For those who have joined us once again, well, we welcome very much. We will be starting very, very shortly. Okay, I want to notify people on TikTok that we are starting so that we can start really, really well. Okay. Yeah, by the way, guys, if you know anyone you're interested, okay, anyone who trades in the Reef, please ensure you share. Yeah, I want us to reach as many people as we can in this live because, as I've said, it will be very informative, very wide, very broad, and yeah, no one should miss out on this opportunity. Okay. All right, we'll be starting in the next 10 seconds. Okay. In the next 10 seconds, we are starting. Tokyo Pusher, I appreciate you being here today. Thank you for texting me. I'll reply very shortly. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for everyone who is here right now. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I appreciate your effort being here. Okay. Let us go immediately. Now, when it comes to over under, all right, I know most of you have had a lot of information, a lot of strategies, a lot of talk on over under. Yeah, over under is actually one of the most researched and the most traded trade types in the Reef. All right, you'll find that over under is traded by a lot of traders. When you go to TikTok, you will find a lot of videos on over under. Okay, almost every video is over 1 strategy, over 5 strategy, over 6 strategy, under 8 strategy, under 7. So the content out there for over under is quite broad, right? There is no shortage of it, like it is quite large. Okay, so that is one advantage of over under. Another thing of another advantage of over under, for those who watched my video titled "Why You Should Only Trade Over Under," you will know what I'm speaking about. Now, most trade types, something like matches, you need to be advanced to trade it. Okay, you cannot just be a beginner and go and trade matches. You will be destroyed in all possible ways. All right. For something now, when you go to matches and differs, you'll find that matches is advanced, differs is for not advanced. When you go to even odd, you'll find that for even odd, you also need to be advanced in the strategy you're using. Because when you go to even odd, being half-baked, you'll make a lot of losses. Okay. And actually, even odd is responsible for a lot of traders blowing their account. Okay. When you go to trade raise and fall, high and lower, call and put, you need to be advanced and skilled in the strategy you're using. And if you're not skilled, you'll not be able to make a profit. Now, let us come to over under. Over under, as I said in my previous video, it is divided into 2 sections, okay? We have the low risk section and the high risk. And before even I go to low risk, high risk, and all that, let me speak about over under. What is over under? How does it work? What does it mean? And so on. Now, in the Reef, we have different trade types, okay? In the Reef, we have different categories of trade types. We have accumulators, vanillas, turbos, multipliers, ups and downs, touch and no touch, and digits. Under digits, we have over under. In the category of digits, we have matches and differs, even odd, and over under. We'll be looking at all of them, but today let us look at over under. All right. Now, over under is under the category of digits in in the trade types. Okay. Now, how does it work? Now, let us take this analogy. You're in school. All right. Results are about to be announced. You tell your friend, if I get over 90, reward me with a certain amount. Now, if you end up getting 92 or 93%, you'll have won the bet and you'll get that certain amount. And then you tell your friend, if I do not get above 90 or if I get under 90%, all right, if I get under 90 and I'm not, okay, if I do not reach 90%, reward me a certain amount, because it happens. Because let's say if your friend believes in you and they're telling you that in this exam you must get above 90 and you're like, sure, you'll not get above 90, and you end up telling them, if I do not get above 90 or if I get under 90, I will win the bet and you'll need to reward me, and you end up getting under 90%, you'll win the bet. Now, in over under, what does this mean? In over under, we have something called the last digit prediction. Okay? In the last digit prediction, this is where you can select a certain number. Okay, let's say 2, 3, 4. You have from 0 to 9. Now, if you select 2 and you press over, you're actually saying, if I press this button labeled over, the number that will be selected will be above 2. Otherwise, I will be in a loss. Example, if I come here and I press over, all right, as you can see, I've pressed over 2. If I press over 2 right now and the market goes above 2, I will undergo a win. As you can see, that is a win because the number that has been selected was above 2, which is number 4. All right, so that is the basic of over under. And again, we have something called ticks right here. Ticks basically means seconds. Okay, yeah, ticks basically means the amount of time you'll have to wait before your trade executes. What do I mean? Ticks, okay, if I come and press over and I've selected one tick, my trade will execute within 1 second. Basically, ticks usually means seconds. And whenever you're trading in over under, you can only trade in terms of ticks. Okay, yeah, so anytime you're selecting over 2, okay, and you've put one tick, immediately you press over, your trade will execute after 1 second. Okay, so that is the benefit of using ticks. And most times when you're trading in the rev, you usually only utilize one tick because volatilities are they change a lot. So you usually want to execute your trade within the shortest amount of time possible. Otherwise, it will be a loss for you. Okay, for those who are joining us, we are looking at the introduction to over under. So if you've always wanted to understand over under from the scratch, please, this is the video for you. Okay, we are just starting out. We are describing what over under is, how it works, what is the basis of it, and how you can maximize your profit. Because the profit that you can make in over under is so much, and most people actually sleep on it. Okay, now whenever you're trading over, all right, as I've said, over, and every time you press the button over and you have selected a certain digit, you are saying the market will be over that digit as per the number of ticks you have selected. Okay, now example, if I come here and select one tick and I select a digit, let's say digit 3, all right, if I come here and select digit 3 and I press over, all right, let's see, that is a loss. Why? Let me show you guys, because the number that has appeared is 2. And 2 is not above, it is not above 3. So that is a loss. So that is how it works. Now you might be asking me, how do you know when to press over so that you experience a profit? Now that is where implementing certain strategies will put you at an advantage. Okay, so that is why we have strategies for over 1, strategies for over 2, where basically for you to trade over 1, you must see a certain number of factors have aligned and then you trade over 1. Otherwise, you might end up trading at a loss. All right, now that is why you usually hear people speaking about strategies that you should implement. Okay, yeah, I hope guys you are following. I don't want to confuse anyone whenever it comes to this, because I know this area can be quite confusing to a lot of individuals. Okay, yeah, over under is not easy for anyone. Okay, yeah, so I hope I'm okay with everyone at this point and I've not confused anyone. Okay, yeah, so that is basically the first basic and introduction to over under from scratch. Okay, because I know it is usually very tricky for people to understand how over under works. So what basically gives you an edge is understanding a good strategy. And guys, if you're tempted to go and trade over under and you have not mastered the strategy you are using, I'm telling you, the profit that you'll experience, you will remember it for life. Okay, yeah, I've had so many losses because I traded over under because I thought it was easy, but it ended up messing me really, 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 really badly. So it is up to you as a trader to take the initiative, all right? Take the initiative, all right, to learn. Now, in over under, as I'll promise you guys, it will be very broad. You need to work hard. Okay, we are told in the real world that you should work smart, you should work hard, but in this one, you need to work hard. Not smart, work hard. Okay, why? Because in over under, having as many strategies as possible will give you a big advantage. Now, as you all know, over under, or basically volatilities, are controlled by algorithms. Okay. Now, these algorithms are controlled by, these algorithms are the ones that run the market. Remember, these algorithms are usually updated from time to time. Now, what does this mean? If you might end up asking me, okay, what does this mean? If they change from time to time, okay, then what? Okay, then what? Now, what basically this means is that algorithms are very volatile. Now, if you keep on using the same strategy that you started with a very long time ago, it will be difficult for you to experience good profits consistently in the future. Okay? Now, never use one strategy for a very long time. Now, that is the benefit of having 3 or 4 or 5. You can keep on switching them as much as you want. Okay? I know it seems overwhelming, but now that is basically in binary trading, you must keep learning new strategies. No matter how good a strategy you have mastered, you need to keep learning new strategies. Okay? Yeah, there is no shortcut. Guys, there is no shortcut. Whenever it comes to trading in binary, there is no shortcut. You cannot escape from learning. Okay? Learning will have to become a part of you. You'll have to work really, really hard. All right? Yeah, you'll have to dedicate a lot of your time to learn. Okay, that is what I can promise you. You'll need to learn a lot, and there is no shortcut to it. Okay? Yeah, you need to learn a lot. You'll need to implement a lot of strategies. You'll need to be really, really proficient in whatever you are trading. Okay? Yeah, so that is how basically over under is. That is the definition. For anyone who has never understood over under, in over under, you're basically predicting whether a certain number will be, if the market will be over that number or below that number. Okay? Yeah, so we are done with that. Okay? Now, let us go to the basics of over under. Okay? We'll start with over 0 and under 9. Now, anytime you're trading, most people believe that over 0 cannot become profitable, it can never help you. All right? But I'm telling you guys, if you're trading over 0, right, you have to be careful because of these two things. And again, guys, as we start, please ensure you have enough capital. Okay? Please ensure you have enough capital. Whenever you are trading over 0, please ensure you have enough capital. Otherwise, you'll end up being messed. Not only over 0, but in trading, have enough capital. This is something I've insisted in every live that I've been to, is that you have to have enough capital. There is no shortcut. There is no escape. There is no secret strategy somewhere that will make you make it in trading. Just have enough and you'll achieve greatness. Okay? Yeah, so let us go to the strategy for over 0. Basically, over 0, you're predicting that the market will, the number that will be selected by the market will be above 0. Okay? That is basically the prediction for over 0. All right? So that is basically what you're predicting for over 0. The market will be above 0 at some point. Okay? Yeah. So I hope you've understood that, guys. Okay? I want us to look at over 0, over 1, over 2, over 3, and see how much we can cover during this short period. Okay? Yeah, because I know I cannot be able to cover all this in one day. What I can do is we can have a part 1, and then we have another one where we cover part 2. All right? Where basically you can continue with over or we go to under. Okay? But in this live stream, I want us to cover as much as we can. Okay? Because I'm telling you, this is an area that, if understood well, can help you achieve greatness in ways you cannot even understand. Okay? Yeah, so over 0. What is the strategy for trading over 0? First of all, you have to be smart. Okay? Ensure 0 is the number that you don't want to be selected. Okay? So ensure 0 is always below 9%. We want 0 to be as low as it can be. Ensure 0 is below 9%. So 0 can be 8.9, 8.8, 8.7, 8.6, 8.5, 8.3, and so on. But just ensure it is below 9%, right? Now, once that is achieved, ensure the green circle. As you can see on my screen, I have this green circle thing here. Ensure it is 3 numbers away. So what do I mean? The green circle should not be on 1. It should not be on 2. It should definitely not be on 3. It should either be touching 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. But it should not be touching 0 or 1. Okay, you have to be smart with how you are doing it. Okay, because let's say, okay, so what happens is that anytime you're trading, the market will tend to select the numbers around the green circle. So if the green circle, let's say, is at 2, all right, 1 and 3 will end up being selected a lot of times. So anytime you're trading over, let's say, over 0, all right, and the green circle is near your position, you're in danger, because the number you're trading over in might end up getting selected, and that will be a loss. Because anytime you're trading, let's say, over 2 and 2 is selected, that is a loss. Anytime you're trading over 1 and 1 is selected, that is a loss. So you have to ensure that green circle is as far away from you as possible. Now, if you're watching and you're wondering, what do I mean by a green circle? Now, in trading, right underneath here, we have the analysis tool. The analysis tool is where basically you'll see some numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, for this analysis tool is what we basically use to help us analyze the market. Okay? Yeah, this is what basically helps us. Now, any number with the green circle means that is the most selected number, or that is the number with the strongest possibility of being selected. And the number with the red circle is the number that is least likely to appear, or the number that is least likely to be selected. Okay? So that is why we are saying that ensure that green circle is as far away from you as possible. Otherwise, it will be a loss for you if by any chance it ends up being selected. So ensure that green circle is far away as possible. All right? Yeah, so we have already completed that. So as I said, for over 0, ensure 0 is below 9%. Ensure the green circle is 3 numbers away. So it should either be touching 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And it should not be touching 1. It should not be touching 2. It should not be touching 3. All right? Yeah, so that is done. Over 0 does not have a lot of complications because it's quite a low risk market. For you to incur a loss in over 0 is quite rare. Even in over 0, when you come and trade without even analyzing, it is very rare for you to experience a loss. Okay, as you can see, it is very unlikely for you to experience a loss. But now, the benefit of following a certain strategy is strategies helps us minimize the risk we might face. Okay, yeah, because someone came to me and asked me, if I trade right now without a strategy, will I experience a profit? And I told them yes. But you don't know if you'll be able to sustain it. Because when you come and trade without a strategy, you might even make 100. But you might do just one bad trade that will clear your entire account. But with a good strategy, you'll be able to make even $20 for a month straight. Okay? So it is all about consistency. That is why I tell traders there's no need for you to make 1,000 today, lose 500 tomorrow, gain 2,000 the other day, and then lose 5,000. Okay, it is better for you to gain, let's say, 1,000 per day consistently. Consistency is what will help you grow. Okay, yeah, so that is why you have to use a good strategy, implement or utilize a good strategy. That is what will help you. Okay, otherwise you'll just be running in circles. Okay, yeah, so that is the strategy for over 0. The same applies to under 9. Whenever you're trading under 9, ensure 9 is below 9%. Ensure the green circle is 3 numbers away. So it should either be touching 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. It should not be touching 8, 7, or 6 to be safe. Okay? Yeah, and ensure that green circle is far away. And remember, ensure it is below 9%. Okay? Yeah, I can see a question here from Mumin Jele. Thank you very much for your question. How much capital can you start with? Now, long ago, I used to advise people to start with whatever they have. I used to tell them, you can start with $5, you can start with $10, you can start with $15, you can start with $12. But what I can advise you is start with a big capital. There's no need to start with a small capital. A small capital will never help you grow in trading. Just save up for enough capital from 100. Okay? I can say from 100 is what will help you grow. Ensure you have saved up until at least $100 and then start out with 100. $100 can help you grow your account consistently for a very long period. All right? Yeah, so if you are wondering what strategy you can implement or what strategy you can try out is, please start with 100. If you're wondering what capital you should start with, start from 100. A big capital is there. But then derive, Strategies, yes, do the work, but what will determine your success, what will 65% guarantee your success in trading is capital. Okay, but if by any chance you're lucky to get $10,000 or even 1,000 or even 2,000 or even 900, guys, and you proceed and trade a low risk market in the rev like the ones we'll be looking at today, and you do them correctly and you have a good strategy, guys, there is no single day you will end with a loss. Losses will be a myth to you. Okay, but then most of you guys, you are actually really good at trading. It is just because you don't have enough capital is what is making you or putting you at a very big disadvantage. So please ensure you have enough capital. Okay, and guys, once you get enough capital and you use the strategy that you usually use, you'll be profitable in ways that you cannot even think. Okay, I can see I'm receiving greetings from Zivo. Zivo, thank you very much for your greetings. You're very welcome to be here in this live. We are looking at over under. We are basically doing an introduction. We have looked at the basics of it. If you have joined right now and you might want to see what you're speaking, you can just rewind a bit, just look at what you have spoken about in the last let me see, in the last 32 minutes, so that you catch up to us. Okay, but thank you very much for joining. So right now, you've basically looked at over 0 and under 9. So I hope everyone has understood pertaining those two. Okay, because those two can literally help you grow in the rev in so many ways. Okay, yeah, so that is basically the strategy for over 0 and under 9. And by the way, guys, one of these days, I don't know, coming this week on Saturday, I'll be holding competitions, okay, where basically I'll have two traders try to grow their demo accounts to a certain amount, and then the one who will win, I will fund the account with at least $10. Okay, $10 is small, but if you don't have anything, 10 will put you at a good place. Okay, I'll fund them with $10 to at least help them get started. So if you're a trader, you have practiced in demo, and you want to start trading but you don't have enough, please ensure you come to me and tell me that I'm interested in this challenge, because this challenge will be coming this week, where basically I'll have an audition, but I'll have two final traders who will compete. I will tell them to grow their demo accounts to a certain amount using whatever strategies they will use, and then the one who will win, I will award them at least between $10 to $100 to help them get started in their trading journey. Okay, so if you might be interested in this, also ensure you WhatsApp me. Okay, yeah, because this will be a really fun activity. And yeah, just to test out your skill, because most of us, whenever you're trading in demo, we look at ourselves as pros. We think that you can make it, we can trade in the market, but it is up to you to be put to the test so that you can be able to see if really you can be able to do it, or if you're lying to yourself. Okay. Nathan, I saw your question about under 8. I want us to look at over 0 and under 9. As you can see, I've looked at those two. Next, we'll be looking at over 1 and under 8. So you've already arrived at your question. Okay, and thank you very much for your comment. Now let us go to over 1. Now when you come to over 1, this is what you do. All right, first of all, in over 1 right now you're dealing with two numbers. Okay, remember when we were trading over 0, we were only focusing on 0, but now when you're trading on over 1, 0 is also a risk, because if by any chance 0 is selected, you are at a loss. Okay, so what do you do when you're trading over 1? Ensure first of all, 1 and 0 are both below 10. That should be a standard for both. 1 and 0 should be below 10%. Okay, if you can find that 0 is below 9%, the better, but that is not a must, because it is very hard at times to find 0 being below 9. But just ensure 1 and 0 are below 10%, and ensure 0 is is as weak as it can be. So if 0 is below 9, the better. If 0 is below 8, the better. You want 0 to be as weak as possible. Okay, now once that is attained, this is what you do. Again, ensure that green circle is 2 to 3 numbers away from you. So the green circle should not be touching 2, it should not be touching 4. It should either be on 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Okay, remember that. All right, remember the green circle should always be 3 numbers away from you. You don't want the green circle to be close to you in any single way. Okay, I hope that is clear once again to everyone. Okay, yeah. Now once that is attained, now this is where it becomes tricky. All right, at times you might find that the percentage of the green circle is 10 point something. So ensure the percentage of the green circle is at least 2% or 1.5% away from the percentages of 1 and 0. What do I mean? If you find that 1 is, let's say, 9.5%, And you find that the green circle, yes, it is 3 numbers away, but you find that the green circle is 10.1. Don't trade that market. You want the difference between the green circle and the percentages of 1 and 0 to be more than 1.5, because if they're so close together, the possibility that that green circle might shift to 1 or 0 is very high. And remember, that will really put us at a very disadvantageous position. So you always want the difference in percentage between 1 and 0 and the difference with the percentage of the green circle to be more than 1.5. The larger the difference, the better. Because if they're close together, it will really put you in an awkward position. Okay, always remember that, guys. Always remember that. Okay, remember, in trading, yes, you're doing it. Trading is risky. That is the nature of trading. But what you do with trading is what will enable you to become profitable. You have to acknowledge the risk is there and then move carefully. Okay, move carefully. So that is basically over 1. All right. Now you might ask, what is the entry point? Okay, what do you do? Okay, you have analyzed the market, the conditions are okay. What do you do? Anytime you're trading over 1, okay, especially when if you're using your bot, once you see the setup is aligned correctly, go run your bot. Go to your bot, set it up correctly, and then run it. All right, you can do 5 runs, stop the bot, do another 5 runs, stop the bot, but never do more than 20 runs with the bot. By the way, guys, whenever you're using a bot in the rev, never do more than 20 runs. I don't know what happens. When bots reach 20 runs, they tend to be malfunctioning at times, okay? You'll find that all of a sudden the bot has losses after losses after losses. So anytime you're trading with the bot, after 10 or 5 runs, just refresh it and then proceed, okay? This ensures the effectiveness of the bot remains top-notch, okay? But running a bot for 50 runs, 100 runs, 200, please don't do that. No matter how good a bot you have, you will end up experiencing a couple of weird losses. Again, I had a case whereby somebody was trading differs. And as you guys know, for differs, you need to do a lot of runs to make any substantial amount of profit. So what happened is that this guy ended up doing more than 100 runs for differs. And then all of a sudden, in the 105th run, he encountered 5 losses. Do you know the impact that 5 losses in differs has on your account? For you to recover 5 losses in differs, it is impossible for you to recover that loss unless you have a really, really huge account. All right. So please ensure whenever you're using a bot, don't overrun it. Okay. Now, if you're trading over 1, you've analyzed the market, it is well positioned, and you are ready to trade, please go to your bot, set it up, run it. All right. If you're trading manually, this is what you do. Now, when you're trading manually in over 1, as you can see, you have this red triangle. I usually call it the ticker. If you're using your phone, you have that last digit, which is circling, which is shifting between 9, 8, 7, 5, 4. Basically, it is changing. This is what you do. You wait for that ticker to touch 1 alone, and then you press over. Or you wait for it to touch 0 and then 1. I repeat, if you're trading manually, you wait for that ticker to touch 1 and you press over. Or you wait for that ticker to touch 0 and then 1. And then you press over. Either of the two. But 1 should always be the last number that appears if you're using your phone, or that is touched by the ticker if you're trading manually, before you press over. Okay, please get that into your perspective. Okay, yeah, ensure 1 is the last number that is selected or that appears if you're using your phone. The main reason for this is anytime 1 is selected, the ticker usually tends to jump to numbers above 4. So you'll find that when 1 is selected, that ticker will jump to 6, 7, 8, and 9. But if you're trading over 1 and then that ticker touches 0 and you press over, that ticker might tend to go to 2 and then 1. All right, and then you'll end up experiencing a loss. So ensure if you're trading manually, I repeat, if you're trading manually in over 1, for those who have joined us, welcome. If you're trading manually for over 1, either wait for that ticker to touch 0 and 1, or wait for that ticker to touch 1 alone, and then you press over. But if you see it as touched 1 and then 0, do not trade. 1 should be the last number that appears. Okay? Yeah, and that is it for over 1. Ensure 1 and 0 are below 10%. Ensure 0 is as weak as it can get. So ensure 0 is, let's say, even below 9. We want 0 to be as weak as possible, and then ensure 1 is below 10%. Ensure the green circle is 3 numbers away. So it should not be touching 2, it should not be touching 3, it should not be touching 4. It should either be on 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. All right. And then remember, the percentage of the green circle should be nowhere near the percentages of 1 and 0, because we don't want that green circle to shift to 1 or 0, because that will put us at a very disadvantageous position. As you can see right now on my screen, this market is very unfavorable for over 1. Why? Because the green circle is on 1. And now this is one of the factors that you don't even want to experience. Okay? Yeah, so that is basically for over 1. If you have any question pertaining over 1, please put it down in the comment section. For those who have joined us, we have just looked at over 1. If you have any question pertaining over 1, please put it down. And if you want to see what we have spoken about for over 1, please ensure you just rewind a bit. You'll be able to see. And then if you have any question, type it in. I will answer it immediately. Now, let us go to under 8. I know most of you like under 8. Under 8 is the most favored. So let us look at how you can trade under 8 for maximum profit. Now, under 8, let me come here and select so that we see how under 8 fares. All right. Let me lower my stake here. All right. In under 8, the payout is 23% profit. So basically in under 8, you get a 23% profit. Yeah, it might seem little, but it is quite nice. Okay. Yeah, 23% profit is not bad. It is actually quite nice. All right. Now, the risk that you face in under 8 is also low. Okay. Anytime you're trading under 8, just know the risk you're facing is below 10%. You're actually quite safe. But remember, you are not 100% safe. You are quite safe, but you're not 100% guaranteed safe. Now, the strategy that you're using is what will determine the safety that you'll experience. Whenever you're trading under 8, please listen carefully. Ensure 9 and 8 are below 10. That is the first standard. Okay? Ensure 9 and 8 are below 10. And then ensure 9 is as weak as it can get. So 9 should even be below 9%. You want 9 to be as weak as it can be. 9 should not be even touching 9%. It will be as weak as it can be. All right? Yeah. If you like a market that whereby 9 is below 9, just ensure 9 is really, really weak. Okay? It can be 9 point something, but it should not be touching 10. Okay? Ensure 8 and 9 below 10%. And then ensure the green circle is 3 numbers away from us. So it should not be touching 6. It should not be touching 5. It should either be on 4, 3, 2, 1, or 0. The main reason we don't want that green circle to be near us, because once it is near us, at a very disadvantageous position. Why? Because the numbers around the green circle tend to be selected. And remember, anytime you're trading under 8 and by any chance it ends up being selected, you will face a loss. So you want that green circle to be as far away from us, or that green percentage, if you're using your phone, to be as far away from us as possible. Okay? I hope that is clear for everyone. All right. So you've already discussed the positioning. Okay, I know, but right now you're asking yourself, what about the red circle? What about the red percentage? Guys, okay. In my first strategies, okay, in the strategies that I was using pretty early in my derivative trading journey, I used to look, I was focusing a lot on the green circle and the red circle, their positionings and whatnot. Okay, but I came to realize as long as the green circle is correctly positioned, the red circle does not affect us. Okay, as long as the green circle is well positioned as per what we have discussed, the red circle does not matter to us. Okay, what matters to us is that the green circle is 3 numbers away, its percentage is not nearing 8 or 9, and you are safe. The red circle can be anywhere, because the red circle basically signifies the least occurring number. So its positioning cannot affect us in any single way. Okay. So whenever you're trading in derivative, especially when you're trading over under, don't let the green circle your trading position. It does not affect your trading, your positioning in any single way. Okay. So guys, ensure the percentage of the green circle. All right. That percentage of the green circle is not nowhere near 8 or 9. It should be 1.5% and above difference. Example. If the green circle is 11.5, if 8 and 9 and you have 8 whereby 8 is 9.6, the green circle should be from 10.1 and above. It should even be from 10.5 and above. It should be as far away from our percentage as possible, because anytime these percentages are close to each other, okay, the green circle by the way shifts a lot. So right now you might be trading with the green circle at 1, and then all of a sudden it will jump to 6. And by the time it jumps, it signifies that market has gained strength. And by that point, you would have faced a couple of losses, especially when you're using your bot. So ensure 8 and 9 are as weak as they can get, below 10%, and ensure that green circle is nowhere near the percentages for 8 or 9. Okay? Yeah, I hope up to this point I've not confused anyone. If you have any question up to this point, please feel free to ask it. Okay, can see no one has a question. Yeah, for those who have joined us, if you have subscribed to the channel and you have not received a bot, ensure you WhatsApp me until you get it. Okay, as I've said, I receive a lot of messages and your message might end up getting buried somewhere. So please, if you text and you see I've not yet replied, always remind me, okay, so that you receive your bot. That is something that I dedicated, that I'll make sure every trader has 2 free bots. If you want more apart from those 2, that is a separate discussion, but every trader should have a good bot. That is a right to every Deriv Navigator member, okay? And as I've said, we'll have a competition this coming week where basically I'll have 2 traders battling, okay? I'll have 2 traders trading on their demo accounts up till they reach a certain point, and whoever will reach first will receive from $10 to $100 to help them get started, or to help them trade better, okay? Yeah. So right now, guys, we have looked at over 0 and under 9, over 1 and under 8, okay? Okay, Festus on Chari, welcome, you're very welcomed. For you to receive a bot, basically, you go to the channel, you subscribe. Once you subscribe, you take a screenshot. Once you take a screenshot, you go in the description, you can see my number. Just screenshot, send that screenshot to my WhatsApp number, and once I see it, I will send you 2 amazing bots to help you in your trading journey. Okay? Yeah, so Onchari, I hope I've answered your question. Oh, okay, I can see Zivo is asking, what about those lines on the screen, Bollinger Bands, how do you use them? Basically, these Bollinger Bands, I usually use them a lot when it comes to high touch and no touch, and high and lower, but I'll cover that very, very soon. I'll upload that video on the channel, so please stay tuned. That is why I'm telling you guys, please enjoy, subscribe, because there is more and more amazing content that is about to come on your way. Okay? Yeah, I hope I've answered that really, really well. Okay? Yeah, so I hope that is okay to everyone. Yeah, so let us continue. So basically I've looked at over 0, over under 9, over 1 and under 8. Now let us look at the entry point. Now what is the entry point for under 8? Okay, you have analyzed the market, it is perfect. What is the entry point? Okay, now anytime you see the ticker and you see the ticker has touched 9 and then it proceeds to touch 8, press under. Whenever that ticker touches 8 alone, press under. I repeat, whenever that ticker touches 9 and then 8, press under. Okay? Yeah, so I hope that is okay for everyone up to this point. I hope you're together, guys, and no one is lost. Okay? Yeah. So that is basically, okay, if you're using your bot, just go to your bot, set it up and run it, and that is it. Okay? There's no complication. It is quite fast, quite effective, and it will not put you in any awkward position. All right, let us go to under 7. And by the way, guys, if you're wondering where you can get more of these strategies that I'm speaking about, they're already on the channel. Let me show you. So whenever you come to the Deriv Navigator Academy, let me show you guys. So when I come here, okay, as you can see, we also watch other creators. Okay, I was just watching a dollar printer video. Yeah, you can also check him out. His videos are quite nice. You can always diversify and expand your knowledge base. So you basically come here, search the name of the channel, the Deriv Navigator Academy. Once you search it, just come here and select the name of the channel. All right, and then proceed to select playlist, and then proceed and select over under. But then, guys, for everything you're looking for in the Deriv, you have it. All right, so you come to over under and select. You come to playlist and then you look for the playlist labeled over under. So I'll come here and look for over under. Let me scroll so that you guys can see what I'm selecting. Yeah, I know my screen is quite zoomed out. Yeah, we have organized all our videos in a very orderly way so that every trader can at least have a very easy way of navigating. Now, as you can see right here, you have over under right here at the bottom. So I'll just come and select over under. I'll select view full playlist. Once you click on view full playlist, I'll click on it. you'll have all these videos. So right now, if I want to speak about over 7, all right, I want to speak about over 2 and under 7. As you can see, that video is made. First of all, I made a video about over 2 phone strategy. So this is basically if you're using your phone. So if you're using your phone and you're wondering how you can trade over 2, the video is there. Now, if you're trading with your computer, here it is, over 2 strategy. Make daily profits using this precise manual entry trick. Here it is, okay? So if, let's say you want to look at this video, proceed and select it. As you can see, we have over 1. We have another over 2 video. Now, this is where I gave a full guide for over 2. A full one, okay? Example, let me click on it so that you guys can see. In the Riv Navigate Academy, we have made sure that you have catered for you in every single way, okay? Okay, here. Strategy, one of the over 2 strategy that you should apply. Alright. Over 2 is the perfect market for you to start with. Why? Because the losses the loss rate is very low. The profits are quite nice, okay? And yeah, so it makes it easy for you as a trader to trade and to recover your money. Okay, as you can see, that is one of the videos that we have, and you have more. Guys, you don't know like how much we have for you. That is why I keep on saying, if you're a trader in the Riv and you have not yet discovered the Riv Navigate Academy, I usually tell people you are missing out. As you can see, we have under 7, under 2, under 3, under 4, under 5, under 6. Everything is here. Okay, so it's up to you to take that initiative. Come here and learn. Okay, the videos are very nice. They're not quite long, but I'm telling you they're quite informative. So if you're looking for quality content that will really put you at a good place, content that will enable you to understand the Riv in every single way, please ensure you come to the Riv Navigate Academy. Whatever you're looking for, over, under, even, odd, it is there. You have just to look for the right playlist and then proceed and watch the videos that are there. Okay, just let's say you have to trade even odd and you don't know how to search for our even odd videos. Go to playlist, look for the playlist labeled even odd, select it, look for the particular video that you want and watch it. But everything is here. As you can see, if you don't understand indicators, we have videos. Livestream, the live streams that we have, they are there. If we want to see our trading examples, how we are able to grow accounts and so on. Example, if I come here, let me show you how important this is. As you can see in trading examples, these are the videos you have so far. Let me show you. I want to show you the progress that we have because this channel is not only mine, but it is ours. Okay, so this, let me come here. In trading examples, we have put a couple of videos that show us how you can actually grow your account. As you can see, we started out with this video, make 20 USD in 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, so this is the first video that we made, make 20 USD in 1 minute. Where basically we showed how you can actually be making $20 every single day without fail in a minute. Okay. And then we came and made, but then this is actually real money that you usually make. Okay. This is to show you that you can actually make it, okay? How to make $100 daily on the Riv using differs, how to make 500. In this video, I grew an account from 0.96 to 11.58, which most people usually see is very impossible, but it is actually very possible, okay? And then you have 100 USD in 2 minutes. We have 64 USD strategy with okay, basically, we have everything, okay? Everything is here. So for this first live stream, guys, we have looked at over 0 and 9, over 1 and under 8. For the coming live stream now, we'll be going to over 3 and under 7. Okay, I don't want to keep you here for so long because I know most of us will lose focus when you stay for so long. But if you want to go and check them out before you come back, please go to the over under playlist. We have a lot of videos for you. You have over 50 videos. Just go and check them out. And then now when you come in, it will just be confirmation of what you watched. But everything is there. So if you're interested in beginning your journey in over under, go to the Riv Navigate Academy. Go to playlist, go and select the over under playlist and you'll find all the videos that you want there. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, trading examples, Forex, if you want to understand Forex, it is there. MT5, Morning Pulse. Morning Pulse is basically whereby you give the updates of the day as you start the day. We have the Riv classes, whereby we are talking about, but there I have online classes on Google Meet. If you're interested, please WhatsApp me once again. API token, e-wallet, motivation. Let's say you feel so low after losing. We have a couple of motivational videos for you to at least help you, to jumpstart you. We have online classes, you have ICT, you have accumulators, everything is here. So after this, and if you want to go and check out a couple of videos, go check them out. It will really give you an advantage in trading. Okay. Yeah, but apart from that, guys, I appreciate you being here. Before we meet in the next class, in the next live stream, we basically will be looking at over 2 and under 7. Please ensure you go check these videos out. It will really give you a good perspective into over under, and it will help you understand it more. Okay. If you're starting out, please ensure you WhatsApp me, and you watch out. Please ensure you watch the introduction playlist. It will give you a good advantage in trading. Okay. But apart from that, guys, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching until the end. I appreciate you staying throughout the video. For those who have commented, thank you very much. For those who have not received bots, WhatsApp me immediately after this so that I give you a bot so that you might not miss out. Okay. Yeah. Apart from that, guys, thank you very much for being here, and let us meet.